Hey, Sam here. All right, we've got some exciting news, and that is that we've just released this new update to our Communi AI. So here is the training on it. So here's what you can do with this. So you can create new courses. They can be free, paid. You can set prices. You can also set the currency, whether it's one-time, recurring, free trial days, drip feed it. You can add a logo to it. You can publish live and save as a draft. You can also create modules, which is really cool. You can create lessons inside of those modules, and you can connect them up using URLs to different video formats that you have as well as audio and documents. Set the duration so people know how long it's going to take, and you can also look up existing courses, modules, lessons, and content within them as well. So this is a very, very nice update that we've done to this, and this means that you can now build out courses with AI. So what I'm going to do in this is I'm going to show you how to use it and how this can be combined with your current workflow within Communi using AI. Now I'm using Claude for this example again. And what I'm now going to do is I'm going to ask it to find a course for me. So can you find an existing course inside of Communi AI? Now you'll be able to prompt it as well. You could say, for example, if it already has stored memory, then it'll be very easy, but you could say, update a lesson into this course or update a lesson into that course. And there it goes. It's found it. Status published. Fantastic. To publish a new lesson. It's about our new course. Abilities for Communi AI. Help me create the title and description for the lesson. I will update the video manually. There you go. Now it's going to go ahead and it's going to create this lesson. Now if I wanted to create a course, I could create a course. If I wanted to create a module, I could create a module. In this case, I've already got modules in there, so I'll create a lesson for starters to show you how this works. We'll go and check it out. And then in the then we're going to come back and we'll actually build out a full course. Okay, so here it goes. It's given me a few angles. I can allow it and build a course with AI. It's not bad. Communi AI can now build courses for you. In this lesson, we'll see how to do that. A couple of alternatives if you want different angles. I think I want more. Can you give people prompts they could use? Also explore examples and use cases for this now. I think that will be really valuable. And you can prompt it to obviously do a lot of things. What I've found is that if you can include more instructions with courses and examples, then it's going to be really good. So here's some examples. Great. Can you also include instructions for how people can also access this feature after successful connection with Communi AI? Please complete the full lesson and show me so I can approve and we can post. All right, so let's see what it came up with. It's pretty good. The big idea: describe it, don't build it. What AI can build for you: a full course, modules, lessons, how to access this feature, building course step by step, describe it, prompts you can use. I think this is a pretty good explanation. Great. Please publish it. Cool, so it looks like it's doing it. Publishing it now. So we're going to see this ourselves soon. It's creating the lesson. And one of the great things about this is that if you wanted to, you could leave it to do all this while you go and do some other things. If it's taken some time, say for example you're publishing a whole course out, you could have this open in another window, or for me I actually work across a couple of computers. So typically I would use one of the computers for AI and I would do these types of tasks while I'm working with it. So there we go. Let's see if it worked. If it worked, then fantastic. All right, so I've got my I've got this here. I'm just going to make this smaller so you can see this as well. And what we're going to do is we're going to now investigate whether this has worked and whether it's happened the way we wanted it. So if we go back into Communi AI, we now go into my course here. Oh, good news. We have 3 lessons. It's even updated the minutes. So we enter this course now, and we can see it's actually done the lesson better than I have, because the other 2 I missed the minutes time. So it didn't miss that. I'll actually go and ask it to edit these out. So here we go. Now, there's a little bit of issue with formatting here, so I'm going to have to ask it to fix that. But overall, it's done pretty well. You can see description is there. If we go in here, we've got our content, and then we've got also the resources. If there's any resources, there's no resources. Great. So I can update this video to it, and there it is. Now I'm going to just see if I can update this to it and ask it now to make some improvements. But I'll just do this for this example. Formatting looks a bit off. How can we fix this? And I'm going to start writing instructions for the next task I wanted. I want to build a example course to show my viewers how this feature really rocks. I want you to take it to the max and build a example course for me with full titles and lessons, schedule release for next week, and make sure it looks beautiful. Topic, crowd conversion, how to convert crowds of people using Communi with a special method leveraging the Communi software. So it's just doing that formatting, and then I'm going to drop in this and we'll see how this goes. So it's great. One of the things that it can do here is it can also edit these lessons, as you can see. So if it doesn't get it right the first time, it's easy for us to just go back to it, ask it to fix it. Once it fixes it once, then it means that all future lessons are going to be improved as well. So that's going to be really useful to make sure it does that. Now let's go back over this and let's go ahead and publish this course for starters. So in this course, we're going to be publishing, and as you saw, an example course. It's found my group, crowd conversion. It's now designing the modules, designing the lessons. Now I'm going to do this quickly because I'm not going to go deep into it. Great. Build it now. Also add content for lessons. Be detailed. What I'd recommend is doing this module by module usually, or at least even just lesson by lesson. The reason is that when you give it so much like this, just any AI, in my experience, it's not going to be able to do as good a job as if you work through this and kind of manage it. It's just not yet at the stage where it's ready to build out full courses, but I wanted to show you the capacity that this update has, so that's why we're doing this. But usually I would recommend, based on my own knowledge and my own using of these tools, to try and refine it as much as possible. And for me, I wouldn't tend to go over working on just one lesson like this unless I was working on a full plan for all of my modules. And then I would, once I've got a full plan for all my modules and I've got all my lessons in my modules as part of the plan, then what I'm doing is I'm looking at those lessons, and then I'm digging into each individual lesson and asking it to give me information that I could use for each lesson. You'll find that that's going to be a lot more valuable than doing what I'm doing here. But I did want to show you it as I showed you. I did want to show you what you can do with this. And this allows you to build out full courses with AI doing all the work. So let's go ahead, show you that. This will take a little bit more time, obviously, to make sure that you get good results from it, because it really is dependent on the AI. But the great thing about this is that it doesn't matter which AI you use, because you've got this connection, you can work with it to, first of all, you can choose whichever AI you want. You can work with it to make sure that you get the result that you want. All right, so module 1, it's adding in 3 lessons, and once it's confirmed that those lessons are updated, we'll go and have a look at them. I'm going to then step away and we'll come back and we'll review the whole lot once it's done. Okay, so had one small hiccup with the publishing. I needed to reconnect the domain of crowd conversion. So we're going to actually publish this into the Communi AI course for time reasons, and we'll have a look. So we're actually going to build a course, a brand new course inside of Communi AI called crowd conversion. So let's go ahead and have a look at those modules, how they're looking. Here we are inside of the group. If we go into our courses section now, what we're going to see here is, if all has worked well, a new course there, crowd conversion. Now you can add an image through AI as well. If you have a URL for it, you could add it in here, insert it. We're going to enter this course right now, and you can see it's still building it, and it's going to appear, more content will appear over time. But you can see here it's got the formatting issue, which will resolve, but basically the text is there, the title is there, the 4-stage method, attract, capture, activate, and there we go. So we could now add a video if we wanted to. If we wanted AI to add the video for us, if we've done the video, we could just drop those video URLs into Claude or into ChatGPT or whatever we wanted to use, and it would then be able to update this for us. We can see the content is here as well, and there we go. So you can now see this as it's updating. I think it'll probably show more lessons. There we go, more modules being updated right now, more lessons being added to those modules, and that's going to continue as we go on. So that's an example of how this works. Another lesson added, as you can see. So I could go away, I can make a coffee right now, the course will be built out, and or at least my plan has been built out here, and then I can customize from that. So if you had just a plan and you want to roll that out quickly, you can do that with this feature. It's also going to schedule this for release at a certain date, and it can also set prices and do everything else you wanted to in it. So the best way to learn this is to have a play around with it yourself. Go over to your chosen chatbot that you've connected up with, or your chosen AI that you've connected up with our Communi AI connector, and try this out for yourself. See what results you get. I think you'll really like it. I think it's going to save a huge amount of time for our users, and I look forward to hearing about the different use cases you have and how you use this in your business. All right, talk soon.